What's up, guys? It's 3:30 a.m. where I am right now, and I was like, fuck it, let me try to record another video that I'll edit later this week. I recorded some videos last night before I edited the video I posted today, which I'm sure some of you guys have seen it already, but I didn't really like the videos I made, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep trying. I've noticed for like if I want to make a video I like as far as like talking in front of a camera or just talking about an album, yada yada, I gotta be in a certain mindset. And maybe like after the gym, like I just hit legs and I went to go chill with my homeboy. It's just a factor of things. But if I just maybe didn't do as much, I feel like I come off more manic or some shit like that. So that's why I guess I'd rather have a more busy day than try to record a video. I mean, yeah, it's like 3:30 a.m. right now, but fuck it, why not? Let's see if I can enjoy making this video. So first off, we're gonna go over. We're going over two LPs and a tape. I definitely want to include more tapes in my videos, and I just want to buy more tapes in general. I'm sure I've said that a million fucking times by now, but yeah, we're going over a Finnish black metal band, and we're also going over an Australian black metal band, and then a New York gothic doom metal band that I'm sure you probably know if you have me on Instagram or anything. But okay, the first one we'll go over is Vargroff, their second full length. Show you guys the back. This was obviously before Werewolf hopped on vocals. If I'm not mistaken, it was just him, and I think he only did keyboards on the new album. I actually haven't heard the new Vargroff album. Wanted to wait till I get a physical copy, which I haven't done yet, but yeah, I definitely need to do that. I've heard good things about it, and the first album's really good too. I hope that we can get a press of that real soon. So I actually, there's a record store a few cities down that have a press, but it's like $50, just a black LP. I'm like, nah, maybe I'll get it if it's still there. But anyway, their second full length. I'll show you guys the variant I got. It's a pretty variant. It's like translucent, like sky blue, or along those lines. Show you guys Enterfold. What's the dude's name again? I already forgot. Never know how to say any of this shit, but yeah, he's the guy behind this album and the album before that. Uh, yeah, it's a really good symphonic black metal album. It does it well. Obviously, we've had so many symphonic black metal records since like the '90s, but I feel like you can get really creative with that genre. There's a lot of cool things you can do, and I think the dude behind this project did it really well. I'm excited to hear the new album to see what Werewolf contributes to it, because any music Werewolf touches is pretty damn good if you ask me. So yeah, but I think just the dude alone did fine. I'm wondering why the reason is, if he wanted to add members or not do the vocals, yada yada. I'm not sure what the reason is, but hey man, do what works for you, I guess. But yeah, solid Finnish black metal, symphonic metal. Yeah, it's just another great band that's on Werewolf Records. That's a really good label. I mean, you have fucking Goat Moon, you have fucking Chamber of Unlight. I mean, you have infinite bands, but yeah, it just adds to the list of great bands. But that's probably all I'll say about this. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard Reign in Supreme Darkness before. I mean, I think this came out in 2019 originally. I didn't even hear this till last year, honestly. Like, I heard the name of this band, but I didn't listen to this specific album until like last year. But yeah, I believe this came out in 2019. You got 8 tracks with an intro. Dark Space Dominion's definitely my favorite track. That track's super fun. Makes me think of almost like a roller coaster or some shit, like the beginning of it, and then it's just like chaos. It takes off, and it's just heavy blast beats, keyboard elements, and all that. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for that album. Alright guys, so like I said, the next album I'm going to be going over is an Australian black metal band. It's on, excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, Godo RX. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce any of this shit. I've never been a good pronouncer, but I'll show you guys real quick. Demo 4 by Commodus, and Imperial Sunrises. I need to remember these names before I make the video. Show you guys the back. I've noticed a lot of people will take the OB strip off, but me personally, I like it. It makes it more authentic. The art at the bottom is really cool. There's also art in the back. I'm sure you guys saw it's a samurai. And we got Yukio, or however you say his fucking name. We got, you know, the infamous philosopher. But yeah, I mean, this is basically a tribute to the Japanese imperialist. Total Cosmic Nihilism is a really strong track on this album. It's probably one of my favorite Komodos tracks I've ever heard, and probably my favorite track out of all the demos he's made. But I have all 4 demos, so I like them all just fine. But yeah, Total Cosmic Nihilism is a really good track. Uh, Four Rivers is another good one. That would be like the second track after the intro. Show you guys the variant. It's like a beigeish white color. I remember on the drop of these demos, there's a picture disc, and honestly, I'm still wondering, like, was that picture disc just for if you got the 4 set, all 4 demos in the set? Because I thought it said you could get the picture disc without it. It was just more limited, obviously, but yeah, I never saw an option for that, so I was like, whatever, I'll just get the beige LP, as long as it's not a black LP, you know what I mean? That's too boring. But yeah, man, I have all 4 Komodos demos that I'll eventually go over in videos. I have both full lengths. I don't have any splits or EPs or anything like that. I haven't actually even heard any of them, but I'm pretty happy with what I have now. I mean, I know there's a split. I forgot what band it was, but on the last Go to War X drop, there's a split, but it was only on tape. But I kind of wish I got it, because I mean, why not? Just add a $10 tape. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty good. Forgot what band Komodos was doing it with, but yeah, I'm sure it's solid. But about Demo 4, this is probably a lot of people's favorite demo. Like I said, it has some of the best tracks. Total Cosmic Nihilism is definitely the highlight. That riff at the end of the song, super nostalgic, super atmospheric. Ends off the song well. This is very like rugged, aggressive black metal, you know, and the lyrical themes are like against the modern world, strength, honor, stuff like that. Definitely some good lifting material for sure. But yeah, man, I mean, Komodos. I know it's a hit or miss for a lot of people with this project, because I have a lot of friends mutuals on Instagram, and they're just like, oh, I never really clicked with this project, but you know, I really like it, but I'm super open minded when it comes to any type of extreme music, as I've probably said before. And yeah, I mean, my favorite attempts by Komodo so far is probably Wreath of the Bleeding Snowfall, his newest full length. But I'll make a video on that eventually. But yeah, this is probably his most solid demo. But honestly, if I'm being honest, this demo 4 is probably tied with demo 2 for me. And I actually have demo 3 as well, like I said, but I've only listened to that a few times. I can't even remember what it sounds like. I've been meaning to give it another listen again, but yeah, I just haven't gotten to it. But yeah, demo 4, Komodos. Alright guys, so I'm going to go over a tape real quick. This is definitely going to be a shorter video with all the short videos combined. It's definitely going to be a bit shorter. I'm starting to get tired all of a sudden. Like, I couldn't even sleep tonight. I got back from the kava bar, drank a bunch of kava. I was kind of fucked up, and now I'm finally starting to get tired as I make this video. But yeah, we're going to go over a tape. About this tape, everyone knows this band. It's obviously mainstream. They were really popular in the 90s, early 2000s, and it's actually a first press tape. I might as well just show you guys. Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses, first press tape. So the story behind me finding this tape, it was the day before my birthday, and what was it, 2022. Yeah, it was the day before my birthday, and I remember I was just outside a kava bar, of course, and I was just got a tea and shit. And I was on my phone, and I saw Technique Records, which Technique Records is a really good store in Miami when it comes to South Florida. Well, it was for the metal, you know, punk metal and stuff like that. It was a really good record store for that. But the dude who supplied the metal, I'm pretty sure he doesn't work with them anymore. And like last I went there, they barely had any options, and I doubt it's really changed. So you know, that's a whole different story. But used to be a really good spot if you wanted like actual extreme music and not just like the mainstream or like the popular picks of death metal, yada yada. So yeah, it was really good. But anyway, I see them post this cassette. I saw them post a few others. I remember it was the Greatest Hits and World Coming Down, and maybe another one. I can't really remember. But I wish I got all of them, honestly. I remember I got a record and a CD. I got an unanimated record and a Nocturnal Mortem CD with that trip. But yeah, I really wish I got all the typo cassettes, because that would have just been cool to have. But whatever, too late now. Maybe I'll get another opportunity. But I'm glad I at least got Bloody Kisses. Yeah, really cool first press. Show you guys the back. I mean, just the average cassette. The tape. I mean, there's nothing really that needs to be said about Type O Negative Bloody Kisses. Maybe I'll make an in-depth video one day. I really just wanted to show the first press cassette, but I mean, it's just I mean, it's gothic, doom, alternative. It's really their album that put them in the spotlight, and it's funny because even when this album was released, it technically didn't put them in the spotlight yet. I think it was with Motley Crue. They offered to do a tour with them. Like, holy shit, really? Because I guess one of the, I forgot which Motley Crue member, but they heard part of the album. They're like, holy shit, this is really good. Like, when that album first came out, like, nobody really, they were still pretty underground. Like, a lot of people haven't heard it yet. Like, because they had two albums before that. And it was mainly like leftover Carnivore material, but a little more experimental, I'd say. But regardless, this is the album where they really defined their sound and got that more gothic vibe, the more baritone, clean vocals. But yeah, apparently a Motley Crue member heard it. I don't even, maybe it was Nikki Sixx. I don't really listen to glam metal or hair metal or any of that. So, but yeah, and then they offered to take them on tour, and then, yeah, it started selling like fucking crazy after they would open up for them. Yeah, and that's pretty cool, you know. I remember Pete Steele, he didn't really want to tour or anything like that at first. He really liked his city job. I think he was, what was it? He was the green man, the garbage truck dude, I think. He did other shit too, but I know he didn't really want to tour like that. He really just wanted to make it kind of a side hustle. But, you know, once he had an opportunity for Motley Crue to take them on tour, I'm sure it was hard to pass up. Good thing they didn't, because we got so much good albums after that. But yeah. Funny story about the Bloody Kisses cassette. Is it my favorite Type O album? It's hard to say. I remember World Coming Down was my favorite at a point. That one's like super depressing, super dark, super doomy. I would say World Coming Down stuff with the darkest Type O album, but yeah. And then recently I got the Life Is Killing Me press, which that was the first time it's ever been on vinyl minus a box set. Like, it was in this like Type O Negative box set. I think it was a Roadrunner box set. And now this is the first time it's in a singular, well, not, it's a triple LP, but it's like, you know, its own LP for the first time since, you know, it was first time ever. Part of the reason is because I guess there wasn't a want for vinyl in 2003, 4, whatever year it came out. But yeah, I'll definitely make a video on that eventually. But yeah, I heard that. That was actually the album I was least familiar with. And I was pretty blown away by Life Is Killing Me. I was like, holy shit. They cannot just make a bad album. I mean, with the whole collaborative effort with Pete, Kenny, Josh, Johnny, like, it was just unstoppable. The Drab Four, you know. Josh, I mean, he's really, you know, the keyboards, like, that really makes a lot of what Type O is about. You know, the keyboard work is always phenomenal. And Kenny obviously does a lot of backup vocals that add really a good length to the atmosphere. And Johnny, I mean, he's a great drummer. So yeah, everyone, they all put in their effort, and they cannot make bad music. But anyhow, this is obviously, I'm going to post a glimpse on my Instagram and TikTok, which is going to be Antichrist Vomit Chalice. And then the full video is obviously going to go on my YouTube, which is decibels_666. Maybe I'll get to editing this video. Like I said, I'm trying to edit a video once a week. So, I mean, so far I don't mind how this video went. But yeah, we'll see. But all right, guys.